It's Friday again and time for another Zone of Potential Quick Zap. I am your host, Coach Corinne. Last week, we covered responsibility, how we viewed our sense of responsibility to ourselves, to others, and then to our stuff. And this week's topic of accountability is quite similar in that where there's responsibility, there's also accountability. So, how do you see accountability? What's stopping from holding yourself accountable to achieving what you really want, or holding others accountable for who you are responsible for and what they're responsible to do? And how do you get beyond those sticking points? Before we move forward, just a quick reminder that this video will also be accessible on my website, zonapotential.com. So just click on the YouTube button. It'll send you to YouTube and you'll have access to all my videos. Also, if you have a topic that you would like me to create, a newsletter or a video, by all means, send it to me at corinne.schultz@zonapotential.com and I'll generate something up. Or if you have something already generated, contact me. We'll talk about how we can get our message out. So let's jump into accountability. Have you ever started a new goal or a task and not seen it all the way to the end? You know, something like New Year's resolutions or a diet or exercise plan or even school. You know, some people start school and start college and then never see it all the way to the end until they get their degree. Is your lack of accountability negatively affecting you at work or at home or in other aspects of your life? Do you find that you're inconsistent with keeping yourself or others accountable? Or do you just struggle with holding people accountable? Why do we struggle with holding ourselves and others accountable? One reason may be that we simply haven't bought into the actual goal or the task or the idea, and we haven't owned it. We then just find other things to do and get sidetracked. Another reason may be that we're afraid of how other folks are going to feel if we hold them accountable. They might think we're nagging them or checking up on them or micromanaging them. And then finally, maybe we're just not being consistent with ourselves and with others. Are consistent with ourselves to create new habits and consistent with others to show that, you know, this happens on a regular basis for everybody. Not just you being that person you're responsible for. Who knows? Who knows why we struggle with our accountability? The jury is out, and you will be the judge. Only you will know if your accountability skills are working. And only you will know how to deal with the accountability issues that you have in each one of those situations. If you're finding that holding yourself and others accountable is a problem or a challenge, and it's becoming a barrier to your success or to other people's success, you may have a deep emotional tie or some type of fear or something of the actual goal. Or maybe of the not necessarily the people, but the effect from the people that you need to hold accountable. As a coach, one of our core skills is to help our clients or coachees hold themselves accountable and determine, you know, what's hindering them from meeting their intended outcomes. We help you identify ways to hold yourself accountable by, you know, prioritizing your commitments. Where does it fall within all of your commitments? Maybe you need to modify your mindset. Maybe you really think you can't do it when you actually can. Or maybe the drudge of having to do it is actually something that if you don't do this, there's going to be big failure and that will have a ripple effect. So changing your mindset. Or maybe you just need to tell others. Because other people, quite frankly, would love to remind you of what you need to do. They love to tell people what to do. And not everybody, but quite a few. And then maybe you just need a buddy. You share the experience with you. But those are just some ideas. And then we also help with how to effectively hold others accountable. And this could be like through clear communications. Tell them the end state. Give them the SMART goal, the whole thing. We'll talk about SMART goals later. And then we talk about follow-up, how we actually look at follow-up, scheduled follow-ups. And then finally, how to deliver feedback so it's helpful. From the most rudimentary level, by working on your own accountability, you'll be able to demonstrate ownership of the work. You will own the goal. You will own the task. It will become personal. You'll also be able to demonstrate more effective leadership. As you take the initiative, that's what leaders do. They take the initiative to create new habits so they can accomplish their goals. And then you'll demonstrate more consistency with yourself to create those habits that will meet that goal and maybe even go beyond to a new type of lifestyle depending on what your goal is. And then by working on equal accountability of others, you'll be able to demonstrate fairness. A genuine interest in the person or the event. I've worked with groups who say that's inspiration for them because it shows that the leader cares. You'll also be able to look at some successful options. Maybe you're going the wrong direction and you didn't realize it. Or maybe the person that's working the job isn't the right fit for that job, and maybe you need to move things around, but then you'll be able to determine what options you can take. And then you'll have the opportunity to actually give help. Give help with the goal or the task, and then also give accolades. Reward people. Tell them that they're doing a great job. Or give them solid feedback to help them help themselves. So where are you with accountability? And is your inability to follow through creating obstacles to your greater success or the greater success of others? I don't know. A few questions for you to ponder through your week this week. Thanks for joining me. Quick reminder, if you have a topic you'd like me to generate for a video or a newsletter, send it to me. I'll gen something up, or if you have one of your own, let's talk and let's get your message out. Till next Friday, keep holding yourself accountable in your pathways within your zone of potential. See ya.